Hogwarts Legacy is officially out, and after playing the game for about 12 hours, I would say if you're on the fence about buying it, you definitely should. Now I have much more to say about Hogwarts Legacy than that, so by the end of this video, we're going to go through the good, the bad, and even some weird decisions that left me scratching my head. I won't be going into story spoilers as I don't want to take away the pure joy of experiencing Hogwarts Legacy for the first time unless you actually want to be spoiled, so I'll pretty much just be talking about the game and the gameplay mechanics. I'll start off with my pure initial thoughts, move into the good, and then trickle into what I don't enjoy. From the moment I saw the opening scene and could take control of my character, I can tell you that the game felt polished. I'm playing in fidelity mode because I want the game to look the best it can, but trust me, it doesn't disappoint, and the 30 frames per second doesn't even bother me. I'm sure I'll try out performance mode at some point, but for now, fidelity mode is where I'll stay. The game looks and feels really good, which is a great place to start what I've enjoyed so far. The world is beautiful. There is not a world like this in any other game. After about the first 2 hours, you can actually go and explore and do almost whatever you want. Now there are limitations based on what spells or mounts you have, but you can technically go anywhere. That's nothing new for an open world RPG, but this is a world that I actually really care about and want to get lost in. The player movement feels amazing, actually fast for my liking, which I might be able to turn down in some sensitivity settings, but it's really fluid. You never feel like you're heavy, weighted, or clunky. The story is truly intriguing as we learn why we can see Thestrals in about the first 15 minutes of the game. Like I said, I won't spoil anything, but I've almost exclusively spent my time playing the main story because I actually want to know what's going on. Something cool is a little spell minigame that you have to complete before learning a new spell. It's not the best part of the game, but it's a nice touch. You have to essentially trace the spell's motion without failing to permanently unlock that spell. Combat is fun, and I think it's the perfect transition for the things that I wouldn't put in the good category, but I wouldn't say are bad either. My concerns with people standing around waiting to attack you are true. I've been playing on normal, and I seldomly get overwhelmed when it's me versus 6 opponents. It's definitely happened before, but I think that's because the basic shot or R2 attack does virtually no damage, so you're waiting for your other spells to get off their cooldown that do more damage. This is how they've balanced the game. Even at level 20 with upgrades, my character's basic shot is under 20 damage and sometimes even single digits, whereas other attacks are between 3 and 500. A 1v1 duel is virtually impossible to lose if you use the Portkey deflect and dodge roll. I was probably the most critical out of anyone on combat, and I was partially right and partially wrong. All of the people that played it in the preview and said it was fun were correct. It is fun, but I don't feel overpowered like Starkiller from Force Unleashed just yet. Hopefully soon, but we'll have to wait and see. The flying controls are a bit weird. They took me a second to get used to them, using the right stick to go up and down, and the left stick pretty much controls everything else, but once I used the broom a little bit more, I got used to them. The character creator is lacking. There's no body shape, no size, also no fine adjustments, but I'm not someone who tries to make the best looking character, so I'm fine with it. The mission structure is very video gamey, where you essentially are doing a fetch quest most of the time. To unlock the main mission, you have to complete a side mission, but to complete that side mission, you have tasks to complete before you can turn in the side quest to get the thing you need to complete the main quest. Confusing, I know. It's essentially a really roundabout way to say that you don't have the necessary requirements to complete the mission, but since the world is so fun and inviting, I really haven't found it as that much of an issue. It's just odd. The voice sync is really strange, as it seems like the words don't line up with their mouths. The voice acting is good for the most part, and the audio quality has improved, but there's something about the voice sync that seems off. Surprisingly, the Alohomora lockpicking minigame that many previewers complained about, I actually don't mind. It wasn't hard and seemed pretty straightforward. Do I think it needs to be in the game? No, but I'm actually not mad that it is. Before we go into the bad, there were a few glitches and bugs that I ran into. One was the loading screen bug that was shown in the previews, where you would run up to a door and there would be a spinning circle. I've seen it maybe 10 times and it doesn't last very long, but it breaks immersion for just a second. Another bug that I saw once was when I used a Wiggenweld potion, my character continued to hold that potion bottle in their hand through cutscenes until I backed out to the main menu and reloaded my save. I haven't noticed NPC pop-in or duplicated characters that were seen in previews, but there is a bunch of clothes clipping and other video gamey stuff that aren't really that big of a deal in my opinion. Now, most of you watching this video are going to play Hogwarts Legacy, but I want to let you guys know what I didn't enjoy and honestly hope they change. One of the biggest complaints I have about the game is the lack of the use for the common room. There's almost no reason to go there and nothing truly happens other than random sleep animations from time to time. If you don't go to a mission during the right time of day, your character will lay down on the ground and sleep right there until the right time of day. So if you need to do a mission at night and it's daytime, your character will lay down on the ground and wake up at night. I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but I've never seen this in any video game before, and it's one of the strangest things I've ever seen. My biggest negative about the game is that it feels very tutorial heavy. The first 8 to 12 hours essentially hold your hand as you unlock things. You can go explore the open world like I said, but you need so many different spells and tools to be able to actually explore that you don't have, it kinda makes it pointless. Upgrade traits for your character unlock at about 6.5–7 hours into the game at almost level 13. I didn't meet Poppy until about hour 11, and I got the Room of Requirements at around 10 hours. Now this can be seen as the game being a lot bigger than I expected, but at times it felt very slow. After playing games like Zelda Breath of the Wild, where after the first 40 minutes I could essentially do anything, this threw me off. I have been on record saying that I felt like the tutorial would be about 2 to 4 hours long, but at the 12-hour mark, I feel like I'm still in the tutorial. I don't have all the spells, vivariums, or beasts unlocked, and it feels like I have so much more to go in this game, which I'm excited for, but it seems very handholdy. This is coming from somebody who played mostly main missions, so if I wanted to explore a bit more, some of these things might unlock at about the 20-hour mark. For those of you out there that are trophy hunters, you have to play 6 hours in each house to find the map chamber room, which is a requirement for the platinum trophy and a bit longer than I expected. Overall, I'm having a blast with Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, there's little things I don't like, and some of the decisions they made make me scratch my head, but knowing I have so much more to go in this game has me excited to continue my time in the wizarding world. This is one of the first times in a long time that I've sat down and really been excited to continue playing a single player game. Now I'll have a full review at some point, but my first 10 to 15 hour impressions are that I love this game. I think this is exactly what the wizarding world needs, and I hope everyone watching this video likes it as much as I do. Thank you guys for all the support you guys have showed me so far, and I hope you can catch a stream, but if not, here are a couple more Hogwarts Legacy videos to help you pass the time. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next video.